Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning or good evening, whatever it is in your part of the world. Sorry about being a little late. You can blame this 100% on YouTube. It put me into, what was it? Where only approved users could comment. Live commentary, that's what it was. I have no idea why that happened. It's never happened before. But I changed it and then I went back and checked to make sure that it was right. Who we got in here? Hello, Arlene. Hello, Reverend Joe. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, John. It looks like you got a small channel here. I'll subscribe to you. Yeah, I hate when I click to check someone's channel out. It takes me to the bottom of the chat, and then I got to go back and find where I was. Hello, Lee. Hello, Joanne. I think I got everyone that's chatted so far. Hopefully. Oh, we've been having some nice summer weather here. Yeah, I had to turn my air conditioning on yesterday, and I've had it on ever since. I don't think it's run today, but it's still in air conditioning mode. Last night, it never even cooled off to the point where the heat would have kicked on if it was in heat mode. And it stayed right there today in between. I have the heat set at 65 and the air conditioning at 70. And it stayed right there between 65 and 70 all night last night, all day today. Supposed to have, I think it's 2 more warm days, and it's supposed to cool off a little bit. Let me see, what did I miss here? Get off the phone, Judy. Well, the cats are all doing good. I kind of suspect that maybe Daisy's not feeling the greatest. She's been getting kind of miserable with some of the other cats, especially the females. And that's what she does when she's not feeling good. Last time she was to the vet, they confirmed it. Because anytime she'd been there sick, she hissed at the vets, swatted at them, gave them quite a hard time. Last time she was there, she was just there for vaccination. She wasn't sick. And I think she had blood work done also. Yeah, she did. And no problem at all with her. So the vet said, yep, that's it. When she acts up, she's not feeling good. Hello, Jim Rockford. And she's been doing this for 2 or 3 days now. And I know one of the cats has diarrhea. And I'm kind of suspecting it might be her, because her tail's a little bit dirty. Hello, Tony. Hello, Judy. Hello, Vince. So let's see what happens over the next day or two. She may have to go see the doctor. I just can't see you being mean, Joanne. Well, there goes Candy Cane up the top of the tree. I got the camera adjusted a little different today so you can see that cat tree a lot better. Yeah, I gotta check, make sure I didn't miss anyone. The cat on the TV disappears so quick if I'm not looking right at it. Hello, Carol. Yeah, it's good to be in here, Vince. Yeah, things are coming together. I got a stove now. First time I've had a stove to cook on. I haven't cooked much yet, though. I gotta make a trip to Aldi sometime, get some stuff. But I haven't had a stove to cook on since early in 2017. Yeah, I can see you beating up Tony, Judy. Hello, Charlene. You know what I didn't do? Wonder if I can do it. No, I think I can. I didn't make that chat. That's another reason I can't see it too good. I never make chat big. There we go. There, that makes it a little better. Yep. Yeah, it was 8 years without a stove. Yeah, it was mainly just a microwave. And I've got a hot plate, but that's kind of difficult to use when you're in tight quarters. And I've had an air fryer for part of that time. But I haven't been able to have a stove because just haven't been in a place. Well, if I had a propane stove, I could have had one in the guest house. But my stove's an electric stove, which I will be replacing with propane someday. But that's what I have for now. You're trying to get comfortable here again. Yeah. Gotta go back to my phone again because missing comments. Hello, Brett. You know, actually, I did toast bagels on a little buddy propane heater one time. Yep, I did have a small propane grill too, but that was depending on the weather, whether or not I use that. Well, I do have a red shirt on today, Vince. Yeah, I have a decent size air fryer, Joanne. It's a Emerald Lagasse, and it has all different kinds of features on it. Got air fryer, setting for bagel, toast, bake, dehydrate, rotisserie. I can't remember all the settings on it. It does a lot. Hello, Emily. Yeah, I think that's on your end. Or you mean I haven't put a video out this week? Like I said, I was gonna. Not sure if you mean there's no video on the live right now, or meant I didn't get a video out. Yeah, I gotta try to come up with some snack food. Because now that I'm starting the keto diet, my typical snacks aren't gonna work out. Potato chips and cookies and stuff. Okay, Emily. What were you thinking, Judy? Yeah, I love my air fryer. I had the exact same one when I was living in New York, and there wasn't room enough to bring it. Boy, I hated to leave that behind. But I actually was able to get the exact same one. I don't know, last winter maybe it was. Yes, Vince. I am going to get some pork rinds because I have found out they can be used as a snack and they can be used in a lot of other stuff. Hello, Brandon. Well, thank you, Emily. Now, I went to our local grocery store and bought a limited amount of groceries. But I want to go to Aldi's and get twice as much stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, Aldi's is, I know it's over an hour away. I think it's like an hour and 10 minutes away. So it's not a place I go all the time. Thank you, Emily. Yes, Vince. I'm going to become a big egg eater. I think I looked at the Cuisinart air fryer. Yep. I think Grandma was saying the other night that she makes meatloaf with pork rinds. Get off my laptop, Samford. I think all you're seeing is his tail, but that was Samford. Will you stop? Yeah, just hand out a couple wrenches here. Because I love meatloaf, so I'll definitely be making that with pork rinds. Brandon, you know my feelings on tomatoes. They're chicken food. Oh, I'll grow tomatoes when I start gardening, but they'll be for the chickens. Either that or to give away or sell. But Brandon's picking on me about tomatoes all the time. Yes and no on the cheese, Carol. I'm reading that it's okay in moderation, but I had a friend tell me that it's not good. I did some research on it, and I guess goat cheese is the best. So I'm going to try some goat cheese and see how that works out. Because cheese does have some carbs in it. Ideally, I'm looking for stuff with no carbs or very, very low carbs. Well, I'm sure you'll love it, Joanne. You may wish you got a bigger one, but I'm sure you're going to love it. Yeah, there's a little bit more to do, Charlene, but I'm getting settled in. We didn't have a good turnout to moving day, so I didn't get everything in here out of the shed that I wanted to get in here. But I have enough stuff in here so I can live comfortably. Because the stuff in the shed, stuff that I haven't been using anyways. I would love to have my dresser in here, but right now I've got a big tote. I went to Dollar General and bought the biggest tote they had there, and that's what I'm using for a dresser right now. Yep, Joanne, LOL, Sanford. Oh, Brandon, you moved from Tennessee to Kentucky? That means you're moving to a colder state because Kentucky's North Tennessee. Yeah, I'm still not fully onto the keto diet yet. I'm still researching. I'm eating some completely keto meals. I'm trying to get adjusted over to it. And it's going to help after I go to Aldi's and pick up a few things. So I got more of a variety of things to eat. I'm not sure about the mozzarella cheese. I'll have to check into that. But I know they say goat cheese is keto friendly. And then of the regular cheeses, I know there's a sharp cheddar is the best one, but that does have some carbs. Mild cheddar isn't your greatest choice. And I really like Swiss cheese. I've got to check on the package and check the carbs in that because they didn't mention that in the article I was reading. Okay, Vince, blue cheese. I think you're saying blue cheese is keto friendly. I think I did read that. It's going to be a matter of making some adjustments. You know, Joanne, I don't know if I've ever had Gouda cheese. Well, thank you, Brandon. It's nice being in here. The cats are enjoying it too. Yes, Vince, I was reading that. Like earlier today, I was reading that. So I'm doing some research every day. But unfortunately, as everyone knows, you can't believe everything on the internet. So I'm reading from 4, 5, 6 different websites. And if they all agree on one particular thing, then I think, okay, that must be true. But we're one saying one thing, one saying another thing, then it's just a matter of what's right here and what's not. Because obviously, when they're saying stuff completely different, they all can't be right. Yes, I agree, Carol. Well, mozzarella sticks do sound good. Hello, Eddie. Okay, hard cheese. Well, thank you, Charlene. No, Eddie, I don't think I'm funny. I know I'm funny. But you know who's funny looking? Hello, Melissa. You know, Eddie, you were a little bit behind on reading those comments. I posted that comment the day Jamie put that video up or the day after. It was a long time ago. Because I can't say anything because I'm probably like week and a half behind on comments, but nice, Brandon. Well, Judy, if you ever go to Reverend Dream's channel, he does prayers every day. He actually just went live now for the Suno music. And he's got a service. Let's see, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock. Sometimes, if they're going to a football game, Friday might be a little earlier. Sanford, get off my laptop. And then Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night at 11:50 p.m. Lay down. Sanford, lay down. Good boy. Yeah, I had some goat cheese one time, and that was horrible. But if that's the best cheese that there is for me, I'll try to find something that I like. Because I love cheese. Oh, I bet, Brandon. I lived in New York for 51, almost 52 years. Yep, Vince. I know I have to get it figured out. You know, Joanne, I think Greek yogurt might be the type of yogurt I can have. But it has to be plain. I have to check into that again. Oh, Big Matt. Yeah, I know I'll get it figured out eventually, Judy. I have done a lot, and I mean a lot of research. And there's still so much that I don't know about it. If there's certain fruit that I can have, Joanne, I know strawberries, blackberries, I think blueberries, and someone was telling me any berry is okay. But I know watermelon is a big no-no. Hello, Katie. Bananas are a big no-no. And unfortunately, those are two of my favorite fruits. I just looked up pineapple earlier today. Where I was reading, they said pineapple is okay, but you can only have a small amount, and then that takes about half of the carbs that you can have in a day. So I'm not using up half of my carbs on a little bit of pineapple. The sour cream is another thing that's okay. Hello, John. Yeah, I've been going to the breakfast buffet for almost every Saturday for, oh, it's been just over 2 years now. I didn't go yesterday. There is some stuff on the buffet that I could eat. Eggs, bacon, sausage, and strawberries. That's it. So I figure really no sense in going to a buffet just to be able to eat 3 items off from it. Can't have the French toast sticks. Can't have the biscuits and gravy. Can't have the watermelon, grapes, pineapple. Well, I talked about the cats, Reverend Joe. That's about all I've talked about so far. But the chickens are all doing good. Hopefully I'll be getting them in the coop soon. When it got so cold, they were just fine. And the dogs are doing exceptionally well. They're out all the time now. They're either on the porch raising heck, or they're out in the yard. Honey goes out in the side yard. You can look right up the window here at her a lot. She just goes out there and lays out there. And on the other side of the house, there's a pile of lumber from when part of the deck that went around the side there didn't have a roof on it. It was just a deck on the side of the house. When that was torn down before Jeff moved in, that's out there. And hopefully this winter, if we don't get a lot of snow, I can get rid of that. I planned on doing it last winter because I'm just afraid there's snakes in it. I planned on doing it last winter, but then when it was cold enough so there won't be any snakes, it was buried in the snow. By the time the snow melted so you could get to it, it warmed up to the point where the snakes would be back out. Although I haven't seen many snakes around here, so they're probably not in it, but I just don't want to take a chance. But what I was going to say is Buddy lays on top of that pile of lumber out there all the time. I'm going to check, see if I missed anything here. Yeah, me too, Joanne. I love biscuits and gravy. Well, that sounds like fun, Brandon. $60 buckets, a lot of buckets to clean out. What else? Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I knew there was something. I guess there is keto-friendly biscuits and keto-friendly gravy. Yep, it sure does, Katie. But I'm going to have to do some research on that and find out how you make that. I guess a lot of the foods, just by changing ingredients around, there is a way to make them keto friendly. I see Emily there is mentioning that she's having pizza. I was reading the other day that you can bake pizza crust without carbs in it. So it's just going to be a matter of a lot of adjustments on it. Learn how to make stuff without carbs. Well, Brandon, I'll admit it. I ate cardboard when I was a kid. I love paper. And I've been known to chew on cardboard, too. Well, interesting, Katie. And then by talking to other people, I'll be able to find out some stuff, too. Well, what do you think, Brandon? Didn't every kid eat Elmer's glue? Of course I hate glue. It may have been a long time ago, but I ate most of the typical kid stuff. Oh, that's nice, Emily. Yeah, I don't quite know what I am going to do for Thanksgiving yet. Oh, yeah, Brandon. It's just some people won't admit to it, but every kid ate glue. Brandon Tomato Homestead. Interesting. Yep, I remember the paste glue with the paddle in it. 3 days in a row, Emily? Oh no, you're missing comments again. They're going up too quick. Well, I never ate dirt by the handful, Judy, but if it was something I pulled out of the ground in the garden, I might wipe some of the dirt off on the grass, but I didn't wash it. Carrots, radishes, they're my two favorite things to pull out of the ground. Basically, any vegetable in the garden except tomatoes. I don't like raw corn, so the corn was safe. And zucchinis, I don't care for raw zucchini. I love zucchini cooked. But carrots, radishes, cucumbers, occasionally potatoes, but they were a little bit harder because I didn't want to pull up a whole hill of potatoes. Um, Beans, peas, ate all that stuff. Oh yeah, Emily. I love the markers too. I don't think I've ever eaten cat food, Katie, but I used to eat the grain that we gave to the cows. That was good. Very good. Ate that by the handful. Okay, Brandon, you have a good night. Yeah, I never swallowed a pen cap. Um, I've thought about tasting dog biscuits before, but I never have. Yeah, Judy needs all the details, Emily. You got the story started. You got to finish now. Katie, he sounds like he's something else. Yeah, I had to kind of move over a little bit. Sanford's getting comfortable and he crowded me a little bit here. Um, well, he was trying new food, wasn't he, Katie? Um, okay, we talk about all the crazy stuff we did when we were kids. What we're going to talk about now? Well, Emily, if you did that when you were a teenager, that was quite a few years ago, so I don't think it's going to kill you. Hello, Ark Wild Man. How's Ethan doing, Ark Wild Man? Hope he's starting to heal up nicely now. Um, hello, Ace. Oh, my cats carry stuff around all the time. I went and put my smoke detectors up the other day, and I was missing a lot of parts from them. Cats got into them. I found some pieces. Today, a package of screws just mysteriously appeared in the middle of the kitchen floor. So I know these cats know something about it. I'm still missing 2 packs of screws, which isn't the end of the world. I can replace the screws. Nice, Arkwell man. And mountain plate and battery is missing to one of them. Now, the biggest thing about that is I'm not sure how I'm going to mount it without the mountain plate, so I've got to find that. And the only batteries I've found so far, you have to buy a 6-pack of them for $10. So I guess I could do that if I had to. And then as long as the battery is still good when these go dead, then I'll have a replacement for each one. Well, I think what I'm going to do is just put up the ones I can for now. And then when I find the rest of the stuff, I'll get them up. Hello, Rick. No, Gary never showed up. I didn't really think he would. Even though he said he was gonna. But he never showed up. Um, and Rick, I want to let you know that I couldn't respond to that message you left for me. There was no way for me to reply to that because I was going to reply to it. So just to let everyone know that if you're gonna send me a message, it's probably best to send me an email or a text. My email address and my YouTube phone number are both on my main channel page. Yeah, and I completely understand why you couldn't make it that day, Rick. Nice, Reverend Joe. Thief and bandit. Hello, Kay. Yeah, Jody. First week, he just didn't show up. Yes, Arkwild man. I love this house. A lot more room in here. The cats are loving it. Oh no, I completely understand, Rick. I know where you're coming from. Yep, Reverend Joe, typical cats. Yep, that's right, Judy. And when there's doesn't people have an issue with one person, that should tell you something. Um, Seeing two cats up there. I can't see nothing to tell for sure. That looks like Katie Kane, the gray tabby. That's gotta be her. And the other one, that could be Dream, could be Fluffy. It's not Dixie, because Dixie's right down there on the floor. So yeah, that's either Fluffy or Dream. And I can't see much of the other one, but I'm pretty sure that's Candy Cane. Oh, I didn't notice a cave there at first. And Lily's in the bottom cave. You should be able to see him just above the ticker. No, Tony. I keep forgetting to call. I'll tell you what, Tony. If you or Judy think of it during the day tomorrow, send me a darn message. Because I keep forgetting to call. Then I think of it like 5, 6 o'clock. And then forget about it by the next day. I've just had so much going on that my mind's not working. Okay, I see. I'm missing some stuff. Ace has been a member for 22 months. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that. Okay, Arkwild Man. I see your message now about Ethan. Yeah, it sounds like pretty bad break. I hope they got him fixed up. That's weird, Reverend Joe. You're the dog will eat any scraps. Oh, I've had so much stuff disappear, Katie. Yep, mine too, Katie. I used to have a cat years ago. As soon as I walked through the front door, I had to sit my bags down so he could inspect them. Just look through them, see what was in there, and he'd be fine. But he made me do that every time I walked through the door with something. Okay, Tony, I appreciate it. Like I said, I guess my mind hasn't been working. Yeah, that's good in theory, Reverend Joe, but I've been known to overlook sticky notes. Yeah, also, Tony and Judy, I gotta find out what's a good date for the Christmas party. Yeah, you let me know also what days are good for you in December, Rick. I I'm thinking possibly a Sunday might be a good day for the party. And that's only because I've got one or possibly two things going on a Saturday. Hello, Joy. Yes, Katie. Cats are very nosy. Well, Joanne, my cats opened up one of the cupboard's doors and got into the pasta. Had pasta all over the kitchen floor. Well, I moved the refrigerator out yesterday looking for those parts to the smoke detectors that I'm missing. And you wouldn't believe the pasta that was under there, along with a bunch of cat toys. Those little pom pom balls, they're foil crinkly balls, they're plastic springs. I bet you there was 10 or 12 of them under there. There was a clothespin that they'd been playing with. They found somewheres. So I just let them play with that. That was under there. And this is after I moved the stove out and found 3 or 4 toys under that. I wondered where all the toys were because they've been disappearing. They had a good amount of toys at one time. That's where they all went. first weekend. That is a possibility. What works out better for you, Rick? A Saturday or a Sunday? And another thing to get ready for winter, Tony, is I bought one of those things that you plug in the outlet and then you plug your heater into it. And it'll shut the heater off at 45 and turn it on at 38, I think it is. Last year, it worked good just setting the thermostat on the heater, but I always kind of worried about that. So I'm hoping this will take some of that worry away. Yeah, I had someone send me a link to one last year, but the only thing with that didn't shut off until 50 or 52 degrees. And I want the heater shut off before it gets to that temperature. So this one I got here, 38 to 45, I think is going to work good. No thanks. Google's spying on me. I talked about that heater thing, and the Google Assistant just popped something up about it. Oh, I did, Reverend Joe. Under the stove and under the refrigerator yesterday. And 3-4 days ago, I had the dishwasher pulled out. Okay, Judy. Okay, Rick. A couple more people I want to talk to, and then we'll get it figured out. And Rick, just send me a email or a text. Like I was saying, they're both on my main channel page. Just so I got a way to contact you. You know, Emily, that makes me think of that 70s show. When Kelso shows up with a 5-pack. Well, they were all out of 6-packs. All they have is 5-packs. Isn't that weird? Yeah, I guess so, Brett. Google has googly eyes. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into that, Tony. Usually when the assistant comes in, I get kind of rude. I told her exactly what she could do yesterday. I am sorry. I will leave you alone now. Well, that's what I have here, Katie. I got coffee in here. Oh, the store I used to work at, we sold a lot of singles there. Yeah, Katie, the Google Assistant. Yeah, in fact, sometimes if bottle got broke or can got punctured or something in a 6 pack or 12 pack or whatever, or even a 30 pack, whatever it happened to be, we had to get permission from the manager, and she'd tell us what to price it and stuff, and we'd sell them individually. Now you're making me hungry, Joanne. Well, you have a good night, Joanne. Oh, there used to be a small, independently owned, wasn't a chain or anything, just one store close to where I used to live. That was called Stop and Go. Yeah, that got a nickname. Stop and something else. I don't know if that word's allowed on YouTube, so not gonna say it. Start to R. Yep, that's it, Katie. YouTube's so funny about what they'll let you say on here that a lot of times I'm nervous to say stuff. Well, I don't think you can see him, but Lily's here in my lap now. Usually I have the camera a little bit lower so you can see the cats that are in my lap, but I put it up a little higher so you can see the cat tree today. Lily. I think he's gonna fall asleep right here in my lap. Danny D. I don't think so, Emily. Yeah, it looks like The other two cats are still up there. But when I have to get up to go to the bathroom, sometimes I have 5 or 6 cats in my lap. Not all in my lap. Some would be in my lap, some laying here, half on the arm of the chair, half on my leg. And 2 or 3 on the footrest. Usually at night, I've got at least 6 cats here with me, sometimes 7. Usually not more than 7. Usually if another cat comes up when there's 7 up here, someone else would get up and give that cat room enough to lay down. Right now I've only got 2. Get Lily and then Sanford's still here. Hello. Um, is it Victoria? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Welcome. Yep, apparently, Katie, when the 8th one tries to come up, well, the other ones will get down. Okay, yeah, just check your channel out, Victoria. And see, you've got, I think it was 900 subscribers, so you're a legitimate channel, so I'll give you a rank. Same ones in the cat tree was there before. Candy Cane and either Dream or Fluffy. Which I really can't tell from here. Hello, Des. That's okay, Des. I was late to your live the other night. Well, you're welcome, Victoria. Normally, first time in, I don't give a ring out, but when I see that you've got a decent number of subscribers and videos and stuff, then I do. Don't spread that around, Judy. You know darn well if someone shows up here with a cat, I'm not gonna turn it away. Well, Reverend Dream and Tammy were saying they were going to bring me a couple kittens when they came. I thought they were kidding. But then after they got here, they said they almost did. Hi, Teddy. Yeah, Teddy was on the other cat tree. I just heard a thump. There was him jumping down. Yep, I'm starting to steer away from the creamer, Katie. And creamer's one of those questionable things. But I can live without it, so hey, what'd you do that for? I wish you guys could have seen that. Sanford just reached over his paw, touched the keyboard like that, pulled it back. Apparently he didn't stop anything, but he made it disappear. And I think he did it on purpose. I used to have a touch screen computer that no, don't. You're just gonna do it again. I used to have a touch screen computer that I used to watch stuff on. Mainly Netflix that I watched at that time. And that cat would touch the screen and change stuff on me. I've been sleeping a lot, Des. All week. Been sleeping a lot. I wanted to get up to Brett and Deborah's this weekend. Not that I could be much help to them, but they're asking for helpers. I wanted to go. But yesterday I didn't wake up till 10. And I was napping again by probably 1:30. I slept most of the afternoon. And that was after a good night's sleep. Today was a little bit better. Yeah, I like to have the creamer, but I can do without it. Hi, Lily. You gotta show everyone your beautiful face. There you go. Now everyone sees your beautiful face. You're a beautiful cat. Yes, you are. Yes, Katie, cats are very smart. The vet was telling me the other day that the cages that they keep the cats in, they have a latch, and then there's a bolt that goes through the latch to lock it. And she said, especially when they have someone new working there, they have to tell them, make sure you put that bolt through, because the cats will open them. Well, they came in one morning, while the cages was open, cat was missing. She said they looked all over the place. And she said they always close the door from back where they keep the animals to the rest of it. So if they do get out, they're contained in that one area. Well, the cat had gotten in between the cages, way in the back. It was a black cat. And it came to the point where they couldn't figure out what happened. She was getting ready to call the owner and tell him, I'm sorry, we lost your cat. And then they pulled out one of the cages and saw its eyes back there. So they were able to get the cat. But she says they can reach right out and unlatch those cages. Oh, you saw Candy Cane's face, Judy? I missed that. See, she's laying back down again now. Same here, Des. I sleep pretty good at night, but during the day, I'll fall right to sleep. Yes, Jane B. He does have beautiful eyes. Yes, Judy, Lily has gorgeous eyes. No, Teddy's black and white. He's one of the black and white long-haired ones. He's not the biggest one. That's Oreo. But I think Teddy is probably the second biggest black and white cat. He's got the long hair. Well, I'm doing a lot better at night, Des. I used to be up every 2 hours. But I'm taking saw palmetto now. And I can make it a lot longer between trips to the bathroom now. I can make it sometimes 4 or 5 hours. Hello, Candace. Well, for any of you that came in late and didn't hear what I was talking about, any of you want updates on anything? Sorry, that was me to kick the camera. Oh, you got another channel, Latoya? Yeah, you can go ahead and post the link in here if you want. Yeah, I think everyone in here tonight's a mod, so you can just click on anyone's channel and go to it. But if anyone wants to drop your channel link, you can type either drop or king in chat, and Nightbot will drop your link. Yeah, I have a cat door I'm going to be putting in one of the windows when I get the catio done. It's a nice one. You can set it so they can go in or out, in and out, or you can set it so they can just come back in or they just can go out, or you can lock it all together. I'll keep it so they go in and out most of the time. The only thing I can see is possibly if it's real cold, maybe I'll get all the cats inside and lock it so they can't go out when it's so cold they shouldn't be out there, but that rarely happens here. I see some people dropping their links. Yeah, I always forget to mention that. And you also can type weather and your zip code, and Nightbot will tell you your weather. Temperature is 63 degrees. Wind is blowing from the south-southeast at 3 miles per hour. Humidity 59%. Cold up there, Emily. There goes Katie. We're putting crazy names in. You sure are colder than me, Emily. You know, a couple of days we had last week, we only got up in the 40s during the day and 20s at night. That was too cold. Yes, Emily, it came up. There actually is a place called Ding Dong. Oh, not bad, Des. 70 degrees. See, I had no idea where it was, Katie. I wish Nightbot would say the state or country or depend on where it is. If it would say state, province, or country, if But somewhere where they don't have states and provinces. Hello, Farmall Fords. We got 2 more days of nice weather, then it's going to cool off. But I don't think it's supposed to get terribly cold. No, actually 3 more days. Thursday and Friday in the 70s, and then drop down into the 60s. But our lowest temperature at night is supposed to be Saturday, mid-40s. Other than that, 50s and 60s at night. So that's not bad. Well, it looks like everyone's having fun with the weather. Yeah, I forget to. I've got to make a cheat sheet of announcements I need to make. Usually someone in chat puts up these reminders because I always forget to do it. You know. Chat, my phone is different than the chat I'm seeing on the TV. Not really different. It's just coming in at different times and it's a different order. Which is weird because my phone is, what do they call it? Well, what's on my phone is supposed to be what's on TV, but it's showing up different. Hello, Jody. You look back again. First Siamese I've ever had. He's such a sweet cat. Well, thank you, Jody. I've got one in each corner back here. A little bit different, but they're similar. And the cats love them. And with the number of cats I have, I need them both. And I got another smaller one that's over the other house. I need to get that cleaned up and repaired. And I don't know if I'll put that out in the catio or if I'll put it in the the cat room. Haven't decided yet. Thank you, Candace. Yeah. He's beautiful and he is so friendly. Yep. Lily wants a kiss. And my cats all love me. I think they love me as much as I love them. Have a good night, Rick. Oh, getting tired. Well, been on here hour and 43 minutes. So, oh, thank you, Candace. Look at his eyes. Dino just came over to join the fun. Well, that's nice, Katie. Well, I didn't think it was a long day, Emily. I thought there was only 24 hours in today, like every other day, but it seems like it's longer. Have a good night, cutie. Have a good night, Arlene. Have a good night, Tony. Yeah, Candace is saying that I'm a great cat daddy. No, they tell me at the vet that I take real good care of my cats. They get a lot of money from me. I try to keep them all healthy, and now I'm getting into the preventative stuff. Having blood work done and the vaccinations and stuff. Yes, Candace. You hear one of the dogs barking in the background? Yeah, I got 3 dogs. Lily. Lily just sniffed Dino. You probably can see that. Yeah, those 3 dogs out there came to me as strays last year. The year ago in August. Went outside about 10:30 on a Saturday night. Here comes a dog out from underneath the house. Interesting. I don't have a dog. Next day, dog's still around. Another dog shows up. Went to town. Come back. Here's another dog. And all 3 of them stayed. I didn't try real hard, but I did try to run them off at first because of the chickens. they wouldn't leave. So that's when I decided to keep them. They didn't bother my chickens till this summer. So that's why they're in an electric fence now. But they're great dogs. Well, I think it is time to go now. I'm going to go visit Reverend Dream. I have a song on there tonight. See how that does. And see about voting for one of them. Yes, Katie, I think so. I think they were dumped, but I don't think it was just before they came here. Because the one dog was close to death. Buddy was just about starved to death. And Goldie and Honey, they were very underweight. And they gained their weight back quick. But thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll have another live Wednesday at 10 o'clock Central. Well, it's okay, Emily. It happens. And I'm going to call Queen Wilhelmina tomorrow and get the discount code. Hopefully I can get a discount code, because that's what they told me at the front desk. They told me for 10 or more people, I could get a discount code. But there's a group salesperson I need to talk to. And I'll be putting a video out on the Meetup channel. And I'll also announce it on this channel. And we'll talk more about the Meetup probably on Wednesday. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.